Westerville Central football with us, he started hanging around a little bit like some of the things we were doing. But he played here in 2006, 2007, graduated in 2008. Obviously played all those years before there. And now he's a member of the United States Marines. Played here with Coach Cogswell, played with him, I'm sure Coach Brown and Coach Ron played with him a little bit too. So I would like him tonight because we're going into a tough game tonight, right? You guys think this is a tough game. Well, what this guy's been through already and what he will do within the next week or two, it doesn't, we get that fun. We're going to have that fun. And I'm going to let him talk to you.
Hey, let me start by saying, in about 2 weeks, I'm going back to Afghanistan. All right, I'm going to a combat zone. So, in all reality, if everything works out, I'll make it back. But I don't know that for sure. And if I don't, well then, there's no place I'd rather be than right here. Let me tell you that, and I mean that. 2 years ago, I was about to deploy, about the same place I'm going now. And I asked my wife to marry me, right out there on that 50-yard line, Westerville Central Football Stadium. Probably nobody in here knew that, probably not even Coach Magistro. That's how much this program means to me. I'm going to start by giving you something, a little something from one of my heroes that means a lot to me. And I'm going to get more into what you guys are doing tonight. The President of the United States, in the name of the Congress, takes pleasure in presenting the Medal of Honor to Dunham Jason L. Rank and Organization, Corporal, U.S. Marine Corps, Company K, 3rd Battalion, 7th Marines. Place and date, Karbala, Iraq, April 14, 2004. Citation: for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life, above and beyond the call of duty, while serving as a rifle squad leader, 4th Platoon, Company K, 3rd Battalion, 7th Marines. On April 14, 2004, Corporal Dunham's squad was conducting a reconnaissance mission in the town of Karbala, Iraq, when they heard rocket-propelled grenades and small arms fire erupt approximately 2 clicks, which is 2 kilometers to the west. Corporal Dunham led his combined anti-armor team towards the engagement to provide fire support to their battalion commander's convoy, which had been ambushed as it was traveling to Camp Kusayapa. As Corporal Dunham and his Marines advanced, quickly began to receive enemy fire. Corporal Dunham ordered his squad to dismount their vehicles and led one of his fire teams on foot several blocks south of the ambush convoy. Discovering 7 Iraqi vehicles in the column attempting to depart, Corporal Dunham and his team stopped the vehicles and searched for weapons. As they approached the vehicles, an insurgent leapt out, attacked Corporal Dunham. Corporal Dunham wrestled the insurgent to the ground, and in the ensuing struggle, saw the insurgent release a grenade. Corporal Dunham immediately alerted his fellow Marines to the threat. Aware of the imminent danger, and without hesitation, Corporal Dunham covered the grenade with his helmet and body, bearing the brunt of the explosion and shielding his Marines from the blast. The ultimate and selfless act of bravery in which he was mortally wounded, he saved the lives of at least 2 fellow Marines. By his undaunted courage, intrepid fighting spirit, and unwavering devotion to duty, Corporal Dunham gallantly gave his life for his country, thereby reflecting great credit upon himself and upholding the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and the United States Naval Service. Gentlemen, whether you've thought about it or not, every time you suit up, you wear this Warhawks uniform, the same one I wore for 4 years, the same one I wish I could be wearing tonight. You don't play the game for yourself. Some of you already know that. You're thinking, yeah, I know that. But think about it really. Corporal Dunham was there by himself. You think he would have jumped on the grenade? No. Probably would have tried to throw it back, kick it, whatever. But without hesitation, to get his boys back, he jumped on the grenade. He knew what he was doing. The ultimate selfless act. Think about that. That's for his teammates. He didn't get that courage through himself. He got that courage because he knew his boys were there, and we're counting on them. We're counting on him to get him back. Second thing I want you to get from that is that tomorrow ain't guaranteed. In my line of business, every time I step out of patrol base, I have to accept the fact that might be the last time I come back. And I accept that responsibility. And that's why I'm wearing this uniform tonight, because I wear it with pride. But you all, you're not so different. Like I said, you wear the Warhawks uniform. I wore it once. But how do you all know? How do you all know that tomorrow's guaranteed? How do you know that you're not going to go out there on the first play, take a wrong step, and blow your knee out, and you might never play football again? How many of us think about that? Think about how hard you would play if you knew tomorrow wasn't guaranteed. If you really thought about how lucky you are to play this game, to be able to play this game here against your crosstown rival tonight. Now, I'm not saying be afraid. Don't think about that. But I'm saying play. Play like you truly believe that play could be your last. Because it could. It really could. You never know when your time is going to come. The last thing I want to talk about, and I don't have to say anything about who we're playing tonight, right? I was thinking about coming in and saying, hey, it's just another game. You got to approach this like it's just another game, fellas. You got to do your job. You can't treat them any different. But come on, that ain't true, right? We all know it's not another game. I know it's not another game. That's why I'm shaking right now, because I wish I could be where you guys are at. This is not another game. This is something special. We know who we're playing tonight. We know how close we've come to beating them. Hell, my senior year, 2008, Crew Stadium, first year we ever played them, we were beating them by 2 touchdowns at halftime. And you know what happened in the second half? We stopped believing we could win. That's the only thing that happened. They scored a touchdown and we said, oh shit, they bad Westerville South. They're going to beat up on little Westerville Central, and we let them win that game. But I see something different in you guys tonight. It's different. The past 2 years, how close has it been? Honestly, last year, I know you should have beat them. Hell, I was there 2 years ago at South. I was lucky enough to come back. I know you should have won that game. You juniors and seniors, you all know you should have won it too. Let me tell you something. The only difference between us and them, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, maybe they had better athletes. Maybe they had a more solid program, more stable coaching. We got that now. We got the athletes they got. We have the coaches they have. We're building a program tradition. Look at all these coaches. Look at all these players. Guys like me, you think I would come back if I didn't believe in this program? That's a sign of a program that's ready to take the next step, gents. So let me tell you something tonight. I heard you're doing this new tradition where you're walking the American flag out, and that makes me proud as hell. I'm going to walk that out there tonight because that's what I represent. That's what I'm proud of. You're going to walk out that Westerville Central flag because that's what y'all are proud of. Let me make a guarantee tonight that tonight, if you play for your brothers, if you play for the guy next to you, if you play like there's no tomorrow, you go out there and you believe that no matter what happens, whether you get down early, whether you make a bad play, that you can win this game. If you do those 3 things, then that Westerville Central flag ain't the only thing you're going to represent. You're going to represent the first Westerville Central team that beat Westerville South, and it's going to be the king.
That's right!